top and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you?
I finally gotten around to reviewing my brand new car. Kind of not brand new anymore, guys. Like, I put 10,000 miles on it, and I'm not gonna lie, I did so many tries and I legit made so many review videos. Didn't like them, but now finally, after about 12,000-ish miles on the car, we're reviewing the all-new Mercedes CLA 250 4MATIC. It's a mouthful, but I got it right. You guys made the pickup vlog for this car go viral, and it just like touched my heart so much that you guys enjoyed that. There were like little hints of like the Indian tradition aesthetic to it. I picked it up with Karan, my sister, and my mom. And today we're going to review the car. I'm going to tell you guys about some of the things that I like, some of the things that I don't like. Before you go on with all the hate comments, hold on, okay? I bought this car because I'm a biomedical engineer in New York, and this was definitely not my first car. I actually drove a 2015 Honda Civic before this, which was my first car right out of college. But before that, as a student, I actually used public transport. Did not own a car just because of all the hassle and finding parking spots and paying for fuel and insurance. Like, they want to get into all that. But definitely this is not a dream car. I don't know what's more to come, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments below, what is your dream car and what do you think about this one? Alright guys, so we're in the inside of the car, and this is what makes it so luxurious and something that I fell for immediately when I test drove it. I got the AMG add-on to the CLA 4MATIC. Now what this gives me is the red stitching that you see in the inside, which is stitching on the steering wheel, the dashboard, the doors, the seats, and it adds like that aesthetic sports look that I wanted to go for. And red is my favorite color, so I couldn't say no to that. Now the doors have this Alcantara material, which is like black, and it's really soft. It's not exactly leather, but the whole car on the inside has a leather and Alcantara material combined. Now, in addition to that, the cool things that you find in the car are the memory seats, and the way to navigate around that is just such a nice experience that you can kind of like move the seats forward, backward, up and down, and save 3 different memory settings. So every time Karan needs to come and drive, he doesn't need to sit up all the way touching his head to the roof because I'm 5 feet and he's almost 6. So that's cool. But the other thing that I got to customize, because I actually got this car brand new, was the fact that I could add heated seats. Now, given that I live in Ithaca and it literally snows and gets really cold, this is a really nice feature because the seats being warm and nice kind of give you a cozy feeling in the car. Now, in addition to that, the other cool thing that Mercedes actually has is the Mercedes Me app. So through that app, I can actually start the car, like remote start the car, like 10 minutes before I actually need to get in. So it's not freezing cold when I actually get inside the car. But apart from that, the dashboard is something that kind of blew my mind because it's sort of like this really long one premium dashboard. This was again something that was part of the AMG package, but the left side of the dashboard has all of your speed and your car functions. The right side of the dashboard is the multimedia, which has your Bluetooth Connect, Apple AirPlay, your radio, all that fun stuff. And the navigation around, like the touchscreen, is literally like an Apple iPhone. So just like moving around it is so much fun. Now, the one thing that I don't like, and I have no idea why Mercedes didn't do this, is the fact that there's no wireless Apple CarPlay. I have to connect my phone to the wire every time I need to access Google Maps, which isn't super convenient. But the other interesting thing that they put in here is the fact that you can actually use the multimedia dashboard from 3 different places. The screen itself is touchscreen, like I said before. The second place is the driver has like these BlackBerry type touchpads on either side, left and right, that you can navigate the screen through. And you also have like this really nice square panel that you can use to touch in the middle, right between the passenger and the driver's seat. Now you must be asking, like, if that panel is in the middle, where are the gears? And this was a huge shock to me because the gears for this car are actually located right behind the steering wheel, and it's typically where the indicators or the washer fluid wipers are. So getting used to from the Honda Civic into this format of like park, drive, reverse was kind of like a task. Like my hand would directly immediately go to the middle, and it took me a while. Apart from that, coming to the steering wheel, it has that red stitching. That's part of like the whole interior look. but it also has like this flat bottom to the steering wheel, which is also part of the AMG package. And I must say, I know it doesn't sound like it would be much different from something else, but I really did notice the difference in this when I did sit in a car that was like completely round. So it gives a really nice sportive touch to the whole aesthetic that you're trying to go. Your steering wheel has have your normal functions on either side. The right side is used to manage the multimedia screen. The left side is for the driver assistance. You can have your maps. You have different like customized display options that you can actually set your speed and stuff to match the colors. I think they've done a pretty good job with having some storage in the front. There is enough space to keep like 2 phones in the front, even though they don't have wireless charging. But right behind that there are 2 cup holders, and you can use them for like smaller cups too, because they have like these detachable extensions. And in between both the driver and passenger seat there is kind of like some storage space, which is good enough to keep 1 Dossier perfume. So Dossier provides some really cool luxury fragrances, both for men and women, that you guys can use, and they come in a variety of fragrances. And right now my all-time favorite is Woody Chestnut, which has like this musky kind of vibe and aesthetic to it. So if you guys want to grab yourself one of those, feel free to check out the link in the description below. Now, the most childish reason why I decided to get the AMG package, and I just like held it on up till this point, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna come at me for this, is the fact that you can actually change the whole interior lighting of the car through a color wheel. It is the coolest thing ever, and I use it all the time. You can go from red to blue to green to yellow, whatever you want. And it's literally throughout the cars, it's in the seat, and it has such a nice vibe that you can actually change the whole aesthetic of the car. Now, the air vents coming to these, they legit look like an aircraft. You're sitting in like this really luxurious co-pilot seat. But all the air vents are super cool. The sunroof in this car is absolutely amazing. Like, look at the size of this thing. It's legit huge for a sedan, but it's so like, it has this really nice feeling that you get out of the car. Yes, I have tried to get out of this, and you can, as long as you kind of like put your feet here in the middle dash. Which is okay. I know this is leather. It's fine. It's my car. I can do whatever I want. If I want to go outside, I'm going to go outside. Now, even though this is like a 4-door sedan, it was meant to be like a coupe model. So it's meant for 2 people, which means that there isn't a ton of space in the back. I mean, don't get me wrong. The front is really wide. A 6-foot person can easily sit with all the leg room. But people in the back really have a hard time. There isn't enough headspace, and there isn't enough legroom on the back seats. The fact that it's like a coupe model, the car has like a really good pickup. So let's do a dead stop, and then we'll do sport mode and see how fast we can pick it up. Ready? All right. Woo! So let's look at the exterior of the car. Now, first off, the whole design that Mercedes has of the CLA is going for like this angry, sportive look, which is complementary with the shark fins that you see right in the front. But I like the subtleness that they've added, like, having the Mercedes signature on the windshield, which adds a very nice aesthetic look. And I'm not going to go into the specific details of the horsepower and the torque. You'll find those numbers on the screen right now. But apart from that, I got the customized number plate. If you want to know more about that, check out the pickup vlog. But it adds a really nice personalized detail to the car. I went with the all black, which is kind of like not the different premium blacks that they have. It's just like the basic black. The only like downside is it does get dirty, so I'm having to like wash it every now and then. That's okay. Alright, so now let's talk about the wheels on this car. Now, I got the 19-inch upgrades with like this dark gray finish, which adds a really nice look to the car. Now, honestly, like my goal was to get like a matte black finish wheel with red brake calipers, but unfortunately, they only have that in like the premium AMG 45. Now, one of the cool things about the coupe model that I really liked are these frameless mirrors, which kind of have like this nice design. Basically, if you lower the whole windshield, there is no frame on top, which gives it like this really nice sportive look that I like. And when you close the door, they kind of have like this subtle touch where they go up, and that's also a really nice feature that Mercedes added. So the back of the car has like the same coupe design that Mercedes went for, Very sleek, very nice. You have like these backlights that go on starting from the side of the car all the way to the actual trunk or the boot, whatever it is. But then the nice feature about the back is you'll be like, where is the reverse camera? You don't see it, and you don't have any place that I can actually like look at the camera. It's actually inside the Mercedes logo, which is something I found absolutely fascinating. And this also, when you click it, is the button to actually release and open the trunk. Don't look inside. That's like just groceries that I got. But the one downside is you don't have any place to actually hold and close it. So I'm forced to kind of like put my hands here. Every time the car is dirty, it's kind of like not that great, but that's fine. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all that I had for this review. And before I end the video, I actually want to say, like, I know this is a luxury purchase of mine, but I definitely don't recommend this being your first car if you're coming to the US. It's very high maintenance. Like, I have to, make sure I go to the right car wash, and if anything goes wrong, the parts on this thing are super expensive. The other thing is, for Karan and myself, this car is amazing. We both use it for like our daily drive, to go to the gym, to go to work. But every time we have somebody over, like our parents, sister, anyone who has to sit in the back, or we need to put like a good amount of luggage in the boot, we kind of feel the drawbacks of the car. Like, you can't be really rough and tough with this car because you're scared that you'll damage it. So there are some downsides to actually having this car, and it's a great luxury purchase for me, for the point that I am right now. Definitely not a dream car. Like, I think my dream car at this point would be a Lamborghini Urus, which is very, very out there beyond what I can afford, and beyond my reach, that I feel at this point. But hey, that's like the whole point of having a dream car. You have to dream big, right? So let me know in the comments below, like, what's your dream car for a luxury purchase? This is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. I love that I was able to kind of like buy this by like getting to this point and working so hard for it. So it really makes me feel proud. But definitely more to come. This isn't where we're stopping at all. I'm gonna leave you guys with a nice, vibey first person POV so you can see what the night drive actually looks like. Like and subscribe, and enjoy this next clip.
Ay, ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach, niggas gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that shit, I'm making that cash stack. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot shit when they really more like ass crack?